Hello, welcome to my report for April 2022 on the electrical systems at our property in Huntingdonshire. Here's a pictorial reminder of the major components which currently make up the system. Further details can be found in the description below the video. This first graph shows the electrical energy coming in each day of the month from our two solar arrays and from the grid. The total solar production this month was 824 units, a daily average of 27.5 units. 164 grid units were imported in total, with just 4 at the more expensive normal rate. 41.8 units were exported to the grid, with the most going out on the last sunny day of the month, when we paid the second of 2 visits up to Yorkshire, so weren't around to make use of it. This was 4.2% of the total electrical energy coming in and 5.1% of the solar energy produced. Despite the appearance of snow on the 1st, there were lots of days in the month when no grid energy was deliberately drawn, and on the 26th the percentage of electrical energy coming from solar was over 90%. Another end of the month cold snap led to the storage heaters coming back on, leading to the solar contribution falling back to 83.4%. This second graph shows the origin of the energy consumed by the property and the car. The figures behind this graph are mainly supplied by the Tesla app, with the car charging figures coming from the My Energy app. A little over half of the energy came directly from solar, and a further 29.2% was solar coming to the property via the Powerwall, giving a total solar contribution to the energy used of 81.5%. This is not the same figure as I mentioned when looking at the previous graph because A, the Tesla measurements do not precisely agree with the meter measurements, and B, some of the solar was not used as it was given away to the grid. Around 247 of the solar units went into the car via the zappi charger, and the car was also given nearly 50 low-rate units from the grid. With 2 long trips to Yorkshire necessitating some expensive rapid charging, the 693 miles driven cost an average of 4.61 pence per mile. This graph shows the energy going into and coming out of the Powerwall each day, as reported by the Tesla app. 88.4% of the energy that went in during the month came back out, the same sort of round-trip efficiency as has been seen in previous months. This is the self-power graph, based on figures from the Tesla app, which reported that the proportion of self-power was 82.4%. Most of the energy coming from the Powerwall originated from solar, a different situation to what was seen in the past few winter months when it mostly came from the grid. This next graph shows the solar southwest production over the years since 2012. It was the 4th best April out of the 11 years, with 437 units being produced by the array. April's arithmetic mean is now 398.9 units and the median is 408. That was the April 2019 output. The cumulative year-to-date graph keeps 2022 in 4th position out of the 11 years. Here's the daily output of the 2 solar arrays for the past 365 days. The 28-day moving average lines for both arrays are now below where they were a year ago, due to last April's good production. I hope we don't see the same sort of dip as was seen during the dismal May of 2021, but this May hasn't started off too well. This is a brief overview of the distribution of the energy input for the past 365 days. And here's the daily solar production for that same period. Finally, here's the summary graph for our grid electricity usage since we moved here in the summer of 2011. The grey and red lines show the number of units pulled from the grid each month as measured on the left-hand scale. The monthly electricity bill is shown by the yellow line and the right-hand scale, and the green line shows the monthly contribution to the feed-in tariff payments which we get for the old southwest array's production, with both lines moving significantly in the right direction. That's all for this month. Here are the home energy usage graphs from the Tesla app for each day of April, accompanied by the spring sounds of a bright morning in the garden, and I hope to see you again next month.